Hello, first graders. Welcome to a new English lesson. Please get your literature anthology reading book ready and let's start. Page 102. We're still on Unit 3, Week 5, and we're learning about food and where food comes from. So let's start. Page 102, a food chart.
Genre, nonfiction. Compare texts. Learn how to use a food chart.
Okay. For this week, we learn about how we get food come from farms, and we saw some like vegetables and fruits and wheat, and we learn about the cows. So from cows from the farm cow to us, and we learned that the milk goes through steps before we have it in our containers and buy it from the supermarket. So today we will be learning something different. Let's start.
A food chart. Dairy is one food group. The other food groups are grains, fruits, vegetables, and protein. A healthy diet must have food from every group. Do you eat food from every group? This chart can help you find out.
Okay, there is important 5 food groups that our body needs in order to be healthy, in order to grow, and in order to have strong bones and strong muscles. So as we say, dairy is one of the food group. This is the food group that we will learn about now. And the food groups include, we have to have grains, we have to have dairies, fruits, vegetables, and protein. So we need at least to cover these 5 food groups in one meal or two. So if you miss something, try to get it in another meal or in a snacks. So let's learn more about it.
5 food groups. Dairy, milk, cheese, butter. Grains, bread, cereal, pasta. Fruits, apples, bananas, oranges. Vegetables, lettuce, carrots, broccoli. Protein, egg, nuts, meat. What are 2 proteins? Name one grain that you eat. What dairy food do you eat most?
Okay, so as we said, these are the 5 food groups. So, for example, you don't need to take everything, but if you have to cover at least 4 or 5. So, for example, you can have milk, and then you can have, from your grain section or group, you can have bread or cereal. So if you have milk and cereal, that means you cover two of your groups, 2 of the 5 groups. Then let's say if you cut banana or strawberries, so you cover 3. And later on, for lunch, you might be having some steamed vegetables or salad. And then you're going to have probably a piece of chicken or meat and some rice. So you look at it, and then you can put some pasta, and then you can put some cheese on a pasta. So when you look at it, you feel like we are covering the 5 groups in a different way. But it's very important and healthy to have them. So let's answer this question. What are 2 proteins? So we have egg, we have nuts, we have meat, we have fish, we have chicken. Okay, name one grain that you eat. So these are the grains. So we can have bread, cereal, pasta, rice, quinoa, burgol, lots of different grains on the market now. Okay, what dairy food do you eat most? Do you like to drink always milk, or cheese is your favorite that you add it to most of your meals, or butter that you like to add butter to your bread, or when you make omelette you use butter, or ice cream, you like to have ice cream for dessert, or yogurt. So these are the dairy products. All right, make connection. Which food on the chart come from animals? Which foods come from plants? All right, if you look at the chart here, we have different groups, and with different groups we have different items. So over here we need to look for foods that comes from animals and foods that come from plants. So if we go for dairy, I know that milk, cheese, and butter comes from animal. Okay, let's go for grains. We have bread, cereal, and pasta these come from plants, from wheat. Then change to cereal or to make flour so you can bake your bread or pasta. Fruits, I see, of course, apples, banana, and oranges. These is our plants. I look for vegetables, lettuce, carrots, broccoli, also plants. And then I look at my protein. I see eggs, comes from animal, chicken, bird. I see the nuts, come from tree or come from plant. And I see meat, come from animal. So this is that we see that what we need or what we eat cover that. When we saw from the farm, the previous lesson, when we talked about the tomatoes and the vegetables and what do we get from the farms, and we learn also that some of our important food that we get it from animals, such as the cow. That previous lesson we learned about. And of course, what we learn for today also, that these foods, it's important for us, and that it goes through different steps till we have it ready in the market for us to buy. And it's very important for these steps to go on sequence before have the products ready for us to use. Okay, first graders, that's it for today. Thank you. Bye-bye.